Hello, everybody, and welcome to RollQuests, episode 11.
Episode 11.
No, that's 22. That's 22. That's 20.
Nice try.
11.
Nice try. I'll give you an A for effort.
Next time
Lots
you hear this, say this is episode
some
11-1.
11.
Oh
Those are out.
no. Oh no.
So, before we start, in fact, I'm going to bring all of your attention to the screen and the fact that you all stood around your old house, but as you may have realized, that the NPCs have been extremely busy, and your house, dun dun dun,
And that's why the episode is slightly late, because they were building a new house.
exactly.
Yeah.
There you go. They have been very busy.
Bloody wizard's tower. Can pull their finger.
I give them their due. I mean, that was done in a day and a half.
Let's not go there. So yes, they have. It's basically a quick lined stone extension on the side, enough for you to throw 5 sleeping bags in.
Fine. What happened to the beds we used to have?
They were sleeping bags. They weren't beds.
Oh,
I just didn't correct you. So you can throw the 5 there and all get yourself on the floor in a separate room from where you're eating, and where your beds were, there's now a table. But they've also got rid of all the mud. Your previous house was full of mud. The floor is not. Yeah, no, they always had a floor. It's just it was a lot of mud on top.
It did?
Yes,
It had a floor.
there was.
there were many floors.
There was actually, I mean, I can actually undo or just did and show you.
See?
So there was actually, if you near the fire, you can see that there is some there, but there's a lot of mud there.
Yeah, it's just filthy,
Huh.
stinking, dirty thieves.
Now it's
Did
still
you do
not,
that-
it's still not
Did
super
you do
clean.
that in the map software, Tony?
I have done it in the Inkarnate Mapping software, mapping tool. Yes.
Very nice.
Fab.
So yes, that's the work they've done. We'll talk off air as to what you're going to send them all off to do. However, one of the other things that you sent them off to do was to find out whether or not
Sacred Grove.
there was Wizard's Tower. Yeah, guys, build us a Wizard's Tower. To find out whether or not there was any mage users in town. Now, one of them has come back and said that, and it's probably a bit late information for you, but there's no actual mages in town beyond an apothecary as such. However, somebody had been buying up what looked like alchemy equipment in town. So other than the fact that somebody's been purchasing alchemy equipment in town, there's nobody in this sort of like little village in Tugton that would be classified as a mage. Magic is that rare at the moment that there aren't anybody able to do any such practitioner. But somebody has been buying up alchemy equipment. However, at the end of last session, we did end the session with you being in a certain person's house.
Well, one person was.
Yes. And finding a book and seeing some alchemy equipment. And you can all return back together now at your new, finished, completed house and discuss the events. Over to you.
Oh. Okay.
We're all like meeting up again now. We've left the place and everything.
Well, you have, yes.
Yeah, I mean, the only people who were distracting the old man, you did say the last moment you were going to go off and look for his son, and he did say, well, if you find him, give him a cake. And then somebody said that he's going to go make the old man dinner. It's up to you whether or not you actually want to make the old man dinner and return to the old man with dinner.
That's what I
But
was doing.
that's over to you guys.
Yep. That was the plan, I thought.
That's fine.
It was.
You still going to do that?
Yeah.
Is time
Yeah.
not of the essence?
Well, once they
What
make
do we
dinner,
know?
we throw bread and cheese until such time as we are told otherwise.
Well, I'll come out from where I was, obviously, and reunite with the group. I'll have the. How big and heavy is this book, Tone?
The tome is quite a decent, heavy-sized tome. As far as, I mean, it's difficult to show on the screen. it's a decent weighted tome.
I'm asking, can
It's-
I carry it to them?
Oh, without a doubt, it's still a book
Okay,
after all.
right.
It's
I will
just
carry it out then.
yeah. I'll put it back on the screen so that the viewers can see. But yeah.
Oh, grief.
Do you
Somebody
have a
can smell book.
Fuck.
Yes.
Okay, I've uploaded it. For you guys, or for Craig in particular?
Have people heard the tale of the chicken and the frog?
I am going to post in a
I'll
separate
take that as a
area
no.
if people want to look at the tome. So I do believe, Emrys, that you can read what I've posted out to the general public.
Is that in disc, Vala, or
Yeah, it is.
So you've come back out and presented us with book while I've got bread and cheese and we're seeing the old man.
For the viewers at home, we are using Discord as our voice area, and I've pasted the tome in
It hasn't come up
Discord.
for me, but then again,
for
I've got all the pictures.
Emrys.
Let's have a look.
It's not you specifically, it's in the general.
It's in the general, right at the bottom.
I think we found who made the mist, and I'll obviously hold the tome out. It's raining, isn't it?
The Tome of Nightmares.
It's not raining in your house now.
This book
Are
was
we in the
written
house?
by Vincinian the Goated One.
The only reason
Yeah.
sorry, carry on, Emrys.
Read it all.
Okay, so the only reason I hadn't moved to Cardis in the house is because when I changed maps, they would have maybe been in the middle of a table.
Here, teleportation does that from time to time.
So yes, this book was written by Vicinian, the Goated One, in the year 1182. It is written in a strange form of Sylvan mixed with Abyssal. The first ritual of the 3, if you have a Sylvan level of 3 or higher and 20 hours to spend reading it, you will be able to understand what it does. The second will require Abyssal, and the third will require a greater level of Abyssal.
Do you know, for any book title, The Tome of Nightmares, I don't really want to learn the rituals in that.
I do not know. It sounds like it would be interesting.
If you're looking for
Standard, probably.
I feel like this is something Emrys sort of
Bedtime reading.
dealing with, frankly.
If people are not going to commit the whole amount of hours and still want to make an assessment of what a ritual is, then I will give you a roll based on ritual magic and the amount of hours that you have spent, if you have the language, to have an overview of what you think might be in each ritual section.
I think we can have a quick stab of what the first one's going to be, but I think shouldn't we find the sun before he does something slightly more abyssal
With chickens.
Ooh, it could have been-
with chickens and frog folk?
Yes, perhaps he'll use something larger this time.
Like frog folk that are currently under his sway.
Well, they haven't attacked since.
Yeah, I was going to say, how do we know they're under his sway, Ash?
No, I don't think they are now.
Well, there is the one in the jail.
Due to the fact that
He's going back. If he's going back out there, surely he maybe has. I do not like the idea that he could have perfected his art.
How do we know he's gone back out there? How do we
He
know
wasn't
where
in
he's
his
gone
house.
at all? He wasn't in his house. Wasn't he going to the pub?
Blasted, I'm a man of action. On what?
I think he might have been deceiving his father, Traeth.
Indeed, that's why I said he's gone back out there.
But why would he be
Means-
going back out there?
He knows it's not worked.
Yes, and that his ritual has been disrupted. Maybe he's trying to save it or rescue it.
Yes, he may
So
be just
wouldn't he
going
be
to see what
going-
is amiss.
Back home when he's done then?
Depends.
Depends what he's doing.
I guess we've just got to go and look then.
Would one of those
Know
rituals?
where else he could have gone?
Would one of those rituals have any? Could he create some form of animated thing? Because let's face it, we've left a very large corpse out there.
Well, the first one is in
Without a
silver,
head.
and I could at least peruse it, Tony, for a few minutes,
Mm.
just to give us
Yeah.
perhaps some inkling of what the first ritual is, as it's all in silver.
Okay,
How is your Sylvan?
Very good.
without your time being spent, the ritual roll would have to be high, but you can make it.
Can I help
Can
him?
I do some sort of assistance with the reading part?
I take it we all read Sylvan.
You
then,
can you
do
can all only still read the same page at the same time.
Yeah.
we? No, turn that
but-
over now.
But I will allow you all to make a roll at the same time.
Yep.
Because if you're only talking a few minutes, then all of you could quickly go, let me have a look for like a few minutes to see if somebody can come up with some ideas as to what is there.
Don't want to know.
Good for me.
Nope.
Everybody is backing away from the crazy book.
That's
That
absolutely
appears to be
fine.
An
Well,
entire book of no.
So anybody who wants to make a ritual magic roll is more than welcome.
it would be useful to give you guys space. I don't know.
Absolutely. Most appreciated. I, on the other hand, have got no idea. It's called the Tome of Nightmares. I don't want to know.
It is dark. You do have a lantern outside and a fireplace to light the area up with, or Emrys could use his stick. Oh, very nice.
Not even sure I could actually make this roll, Tony. I have no ritual magic thing.
Oh my goodness me!
I don't think you need to.
Would seem so.
Oh crap! It caught me. I wrote this.
I remember
This was
some
written in a previous life. I didn't mean it. I
Okay.
didn't understand what I was doing.
Oh,
we have lost
Oh,
someone.
sorry. I'm
We've-
coming back now.
He's back.
I'm back.
I'm just going to pause the episode a second, guys. Right, so yes, on that roll, I will let you to understand the following. As I said, it needs time, but you do have an amazing memory on your character. So you realize straight away that it needs some understanding of alchemy, but very, very basic, and there's a lot of diagram and instructions in it that helps. It needs some understanding of herb lore. How many ranks in herb lore do you actually have, Emrys? Ranks, not skill.
I'm
One, I
learning
think,
it
isn't
off
it? Yeah,
the,
off Traeth. So you think it's a bit slightly beyond you, some of the stuff is talking about with herb lore, but with the assistance of Traeth, you think he could probably point out what they're on about.
And I
to
think
do with
Traeth,
preparation.
we know somebody that might have our alchemy gear
And
There's a room full of it.
that we need to confiscate.
there's a whole load of stuff that you need to get and make and put together in. There's a lot of work that needs to be done to make this first. It's called the Rite of Anger. There's a lot that needs to be done to make it work in setting up your alchemy set and getting things functioning. But it does produce a kind of gas that will drive its victim into an enraged anger. And the better you do it, the greater the resistance check that's going to need to be passed. You can only assume that the person that's done this clearly is very novice and hasn't mastered this rite of anger to the level that the book is
I'm
actually
looking
describing.
at more and understanding it than
Yeah, you
replicated it.
I haven't gone into the depth of exactly what you need to do because that would take you a lot longer to read and understand what needs to be done. There is a whole load of processes that need to be gone through. This is just like an overview of what it's trying to
Well,
do.
if I've just flicked through it, looked at the various ritual pages, and
Yeah.
and that's what I've got from it, that's cool enough for me. For
Yeah.
such short
I
time.
shout from the bed. I shout from the bedroom. Can it be done quickly, or does it need to be done over a long time?
Which part?
The casting. It's a ritual, I know, but what I'm asking is,
It's
he's done this over weeks because he was novice, but can he, if he discovers how to do it properly, can he do it quickly?
It's not so much the speed, it's to do with making sure that you've set up the alchemy process to create the ingredients correctly that need to be prepared to cast the ritual. So it's not the speed of the ritual matters, it's the processing of the ingredients. And you just think that his alchemy lab and his knowledge of what he's doing is so poor that the materials he has to use chickens and whatever, are just not really what you would call ideal for the rite of anger to be performed.
Could a very large corpse of a snake be used for better effect?
Emrys, you would think on that roll that it's nothing to do with really the container that was used, as in the chicken. It's to do with the preparation in the alchemy lab. So having a big corpse doesn't help. He needs a better alchemy lab, really, you think? And the ingredients he's putting into the alchemy lab need to be better than they were. Better herbs, better stuff like that, better alchemy setup, a better rolls off his alchemy and skill to get things right, to make the alchemy not just reacting agents at the right times, but also the right sequence of events.
He doesn't have a Traeth on his side, does he?
If there's one thing I can do, and there is only one thing I can do, it's herbs.
You think on the quality level of the ingredients and how to use them, Traeth would definitely be a man. None of you really are alchemists, but you think there's enough knowledge in this book for somebody who has enough intelligence to maybe set up a lab correctly if they could get the right materials.
I can foresee no reason why we'd want to make people angry.
True, but somebody has.
We need to understand it, but not recreate it, perhaps.
I think we're getting a little bit carried away with this. Are we meant to be finding this kid that's been making frog people mad?
Indeed.
I don't think his idea was to make frog people mad. I think his idea was to make the snake mad, but the wind has drifted it off somewhere else.
It's making everybody mad.
So how do we track somebody? How do we track a person? Do we know whether he's gone to the bar? Do we know where he's gone to?
Ash has got it on the head. We know a particular individual is rather upset about something. We might well be interested in tracking this man down.
Ask the brother.
Mm-hmm.
So what we really need is somebody who's good at getting people on side, Emrys,
okay,
to ask the brother.
Ask a brother.
I shall talk to the brother of the deceased person.
Yeah, Ash, I don't want you to say, can everybody who's got a brother please stand up? No, not so fast, William.
Yes. Oh. See what you did there?
Yeah.
I wonder how many that's flown over.
Well, he still technically has a brother. He didn't say alive or dead, but yeah.
True. But yes.
Now a brother
for all of those who have dead brothers, please stand up.
Oh, well done, William. You successfully identified yourself.
No, maybe William doesn't stand up. You actually go over and prod him. No, William, you need to get up. Your brother's bloody dead. Get up.
Let us gather our adventuring equipment, gentlemen.
Okay.
Let's proceed.
Well, first of all, it's the middle of the night, and secondly, on that roll, no, that's fine. On that roll, I was just going to say that the book is oiled. He has oiled all of the pages to try and keep it together. From your experience, Emrys, you would assess. Well, you can see that the age on there, the 1182.
Damage, is it?
You think that it's decaying more than it should do, like it was actually sealed away.
I'm going to resent saying this. Tony.
Yep.
My plant restore spell.
Oh, okay.
Would it work on paper pages?
First of all, they would your plant restore spell, as opposed to tree restore and anything else like that, or is really going to be to do with healing a growing object. But if you've got some kind of, I don't know if you've got, I have to have a look to see if there's some ability to mess about with tree or tree bark or something that clearly is like a dead shell of a tree. Then maybe, but as it stands, I would say no. It's clearly to do with the living.
Fine. I'm happy with that.
Thing.
Don't worry, Emrys. Can't help you with the evil book. Sorry, mate.
But I was just adding that onto the 181 score. So,
Thanks, mate.
so middle of the night, you're grabbing your kit and you're heading where?
We're going to see the brother.
This should be late enough now that either he's staggered home from the pub,
Well, I'm wondering,
or he's sleeping on the floor of the pub, or he's just wandered off into the darkness.
some smelling salts and something similar, and perhaps something for him to drink swiftly and get rid of his malaise.
Wow, we just had a very close look at
Sorry,
Ash then.
sorry.
No, that's nice. That's very crisp
good.
image. Very
Better.
crisp image of Ash. Well done.
There we go.
Like it,
Sorry.
Ash. Your fan will love it. So, carry on, guys. Sorry.
Just on the off chance, I'm going to go to the pub and see if the kid is in there.
So you're going to the pub.
Well, we're going to go to the pub to see if the other bloke is the brother is there. No, I shall go to the brother's house.
You're going to the guy's house. I'll
Please,
switch.
dear God, somebody else come with me.
We're not letting Ash dive off anywhere. Okay. Whoa, slow down there, big boy.
I'll switch you
Let's
all
just,
to
slow down.
to.
We
all go
need
together.
we need action. This needs to be done quickly before he does
We've
something
gathered our gear. We will
everybody
to his
regrets.
Right.
House. Rhiv has gone to check the bar. and
Rhiv
we've
is
gone
going
to the
here.
house.
Yep.
So we are
Everybody
killing
else
time.
is going.
I will form a part of a flying squad with the dangerous
Or
pugilist.
so right. When you say the house, do you mean the house of the tracker or the house of the crazy man and his son? Your neighbor, the tracker, and the pub.
I want to go to the tracker.
You're going to the tracker's hut.
Likewise.
Hunter. You're going
And
to the
Lumi's
hunter's
going
hut.
to the tracker as well.
Lumi's going to the hunter's hut. Rhiv is
I'm
going to the pub. Traeth is going to the hunter's hut. Fantastic.
Yes.
Okay. In that case, then, I will quickly just sum up and say that you all go to the hunter's hut, except for Rhiv. Find him not there. Rhiv, you've gone to the pub. It is closed because it is an inn as well as a tavern. The tavern part is kind of closed, but you do go into a small area whereby you can ring a bell and somebody will approach and say, hello, you're looking for, somewhere to stay.
No, I'm looking for a person, actually.
And who?
Catch the kid's name?
You're looking for Blake, yeah?
Yeah. William's the corpse.
So,
Oh,
I was firstly going on about the crazy guy's
oh,
son,
right, the crazy guy's son.
and then afterwards, Blake.
If you can't remember the crazy guy's son's name, I will give you a memory stat roll because although it's been a long time for you, it's not going to be that long for your character. So, give me a memory stat roll. As long as it's not terrible, then I will tell you.
Just a moment. Okay, +5.
Not a song for sound from. I'm not trying to sing memories, honestly.
Nope, never mind.
Yeah, you just remember him as the crazy guy's son.
I will refer to him as the crazy guy's son.
He-
And hope that I'm not. I'm known.
The son of the person that killed the great snake.
Yes.
Yes, that one. That one.
They go, oh, Taglan. No, he's not been in here for ages. But Blake, I think he's actually asleep on the barroom floor. We've locked it up for now because it's night and we don't let people go in once people have crashed down for the night. But yeah, he's okay. He's in here. He's asleep on the floor. He got very, very drunk last night.
Right. Can I go see him?
Okay, and with that they'll let you in, or the woman will escort you into the bar area where they can obviously make sure you're not up to any mischief when people are asleep, and they will lead you over to where Blake is just sprawled out in a pile of various fluids, unconscious.
Good night then.
Could I get a glass of water for a brief moment?
Yeah, she fetches you a glass of water.
I'll roll him onto his back and chuck it over his face.
You end up with a wet Blake on the floor.
Well, that didn't work. Be right back, and then I'll just go join the others.
Make a first aid check.
Okay, hang on.
That too.
You drowned him.
Oh, this is going to end well.
Don't do. Well, no. This is your conscience speaking. Do not leave him on his back.
I will now make. I will now make a first aid
Knock,
check.
knock. Conscience calling.
For-
Knock, knock.
Oh dear, oh dear.
You dirty, stinking thief.
Okay, luckily, Luckily,
the
the first aid check off the lady in the tavern rolls him back onto his front and side in a bit of a recovery position because the various
She's an
fluids
expert.
that are on the floor around him, some of them are obviously the guy's dinner, and with that much, he might continue to be sick if you left him on his back, which would not be good. Okay,
Well done, Rhiv.
Rhiv didn't care.
Yeah.
We're fine. Perfectly fine.
Well, did you find him?
Yeah, he's unconscious.
Bugger.
You all probably meet in the middle of the street, heading in the same directions to the tavern as he's heading back. I'll just say you all happen to go down the same street. I'm not going to say you pass each other in a circle.
Moment.
Do you want to head back to the Death Snake? The Death Office.
I don't see why are we heading out into a dangerous swamp in the night?
Dark.
Without a guide. The idea was, okay, clearly, just to recap here, folks,
Damn you and your
We have-
reasonable thinking.
we have
Maybe
set
we should
a
sleep
guide
first.
to take us into the dark, dangerous swamp because we're all shit at going
Yes.
in the dark, dangerous swamp. Okay? Just, right, time out, time back in, time back in.
If any of you
Oh,
actually
I don't
have
think
over...
It's a very good idea going into the swamp in the night, alone as we are, and inexperienced, perhaps.
Well,
Perhaps you
I
can.
just think there are plenty of
see if
things
you
that
can
go
do
gra
something.
in the swamp.
I
perhaps
agree.
you can do something to
The
him in the
more
bar, Traeth.
Time we waste arguing, the further and further
We're not
away
arguing. We're merely discussing options.
kids. I've forgotten his name already.
So can we go? Traeth,
If he
do you think
gets
you might
far
be
enough
able
away,
to-
Dan, he's not our problem.
May come
He
back
might-
and be a
He might be
problem.
later.
Tomorrow.
Deferring a problem is never the best option, Traeth.
Yes, it is. You can outlive it. You're an elf.
No, you can't. Depends how big the
Procra-
problem is.
Procrastination is a short and painful death.
Didn't know procrastination could kill you.
If you leave
Wow.
it till tomorrow, it can stab you before you get there.
You're
Yes,
a
Ash.
strange man, Ash.
Shall we sleep on it and head out first thing in the morning when we can see where we're going through the swamp?
Yeah.
Well, when the humans here can see where they're going through the dark swamp.
Begrudgingly, I'll say yes, mainly because there's also a human out there who can't see bugger all apart from a lantern or torch or whatever other source of light he has taken with him.
Well, the advantage is if he hasn't taken a lantern or torch and doesn't know the swamp, it'll be fairly easy to find his corpse tomorrow.
He's
Well,
been back and,
maybe not.
He's been back and forth on a
Oh.
regular basis because he has got left chickens at a
Are we-
site.
So,
Are we
so
still
he's got
dangerously
the
procrastinating dangerously still? Or can we,
Harry,
he's got the
can we
advantage
please
of knowing
just
the
go to the
terrain.
bloody pub and
No, the
Hey,
pub is closed. We're
can
going
you
to
see
bed.
if you can awaken
Bed.
him?
I have nothing that can awaken somebody from a drunken stupor short of a bucket of water, Emrys.
I tried that.
Well,
You
it's on
do?
a glass. We haven't got
Ah,
a
They
bucket
don't know.
yet.
They don't know.
What
No,
about
I
what
know.
about a barrel of cold water?
A
or something?
barrel.
Oh,
A whole
It's just like
trough.
a waste of water,
Bed.
to be
Put
honest.
your head at his head.
I
in it.
agree for once with Ash.
wow.
Let's just go to bed. There's
Did I
nothing
drink-
more we can
I'm
do
not
this
sure if I can
night.
sleep. Perhaps
Did I receive a blow to the head? Traeth just agreed with me.
You did. Hang on.
Ah, no, I am not
Is that better?
awake.
Is that better?
Yes.
Let's go to
Okay.
bed.
Yes.
You all going to bed, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay.
One thing before we go to bed,
Yep.
to Lumi,
Ugh.
I will actually lean in and just say, if you don't mind, would you be okay with us putting our bedrolls near each other? Because normally I have great difficulty in sleeping, but last night I slept much better. Would you object?
No, of course not.
Please
you.
get a room that isn't the same one as me.
I was going to say, yeah, we quickly need to get the NPCs to build another room.
There's a big swamp out there, Ash.
Don't go whatever in the swamp in the dark, okay?
I can.
Rhiv is approximately 30 feet ahead, just walking to the house.
That's fine.
You actually beyond the house. It's not exactly big, remember?
Not having this conversation.
Riv's just making sure he snabs whichever sleeping bag is not next to other sleeping bags that could be put together.
Well, there's two that are on the
That's fine. We don't need to discuss that. That's fine.
Yeah.
So,
I thought we snagged the two bags on their own at the top.
yeah,
Riv.
that's fine.
Yeah, them.
Would you mind terribly if I didn't put my sleeping bag next to yours?
No.
Just,
No, Rhiv. You're not Rhiv.
just put us back
Oh.
at the
What's yours next?
establishment.
I said, Rhiv, would you like... I said, Rhiv, would you mind terribly if I didn't put my sleeping bag next to yours?
Where else are you going to put it?
I mean, right next to yours. Oh, good grief. Irony is lost on you, isn't it? Stump.
Isn't that something that he steals, like Silvery and Goldie?
Only made of iron.
Yeah.
Sounds about right.
So, you all go back to your house and avoid a -10 for not sleeping,
Yay.
which you would
Yay.
have got if you'd gone out tonight.
I must admit, my mind is at a
That's
word,
like-
so I'm not going to go straight to bed. I'm going to have to think. And
You do
Well, I
realize
do
there
so.
is a penalty for not sleeping unless
no,
you have
I-
meditation.
like I said, I'm not going straight to sleep. I'm going to have a little dabble in the staff.
Oh, okay. Oh,
And
Why
prior
is
to
he
going to
playing with
sleep.
this stick?
let me get the staff up on the screen for people so they can see your. No, I'm not going
He's,
to look at
he's dabbling,
Yeah.
he's dabbling with his stuff.
I've got his hands on his staff again.
that so that we can see the staff.
Oh, it's all
Important
staff with
question,
him.
Is it one hand or two?
Don't staff now,
Okay.
Does it have a knob on the end?
obviously. No, it's not. No, I'm not even going to finish that sentence.
What do you wish to do with the staff? You're going to do this in your separate room, not the bedroom, yeah? So that you
Yeah,
can.
I think I'll do it in front of the fire.
Yeah.
So, and I'll have a little glass of brandy and a pipe.
Do we have
And
brandy?
I'll cut.
There's
Some of us have brandy, yes.
not much brandy left because he keeps saying that he's drinking his brandy.
But they don't show you because you've got previous.
He-
So you stick to the ale.
He already offered some to Blake before, so I'm not quite sure how much brandy he's got left. But for now, he has some brandy.
I'm only
That's not a
doing a little
problem.
drop. I'm not going bonkers. No need. Moderation, after all,
That's fine.
allegedly.
What
It's
do
for
you
mugs. Do everything in excess.
What do you wish to know about your staff or do with your staff?
Yes, I'm going to try and do the get into it, as it were. Where are we?
Okay, so things you know, and then I'll add on extra things. So you know, first of all, that you can bring
Number 2, sir.
a light. How much do you know about your light function? First of all,
I do know that the citrine glows. Let me just double check.
there are various things that you can do with your light, and you can make it have a 25-foot dim glow. Do you?
My attune is 5 tone, just so you know. So
Your what?
my attunement is 5.
But have you made attunement rolls
Ranks,
for it?
that is.
Yeah.
That is right. Well, that's now what I'd like to.
Right. Yes. So you
to
have the
do.
skill, you think, to make the light do more than just glow. But on the second thing, you do know that you can ask to release the dark wisp.
Yeah.
You've worked that out. So what is it, sorry, that you were going to do?
Well, I've not actually done the attune rank 4 for the 1 PowerPoint.
For the light.
Dazzle, yeah.
Okay. Just give me an attunement roll. You have the skill. It's just to see whether or not you can master it in one go. So just give me an attunement roll. It will drain a point of your power in doing this, but you can recover that overnight. It's not a problem. A 61. It's going to work. It's just not going to be as controlled as you wished. What happens is the citrin rises up from the claw of the staff and floats in the air above the staff itself, and then just blasts out this dazzling light that fills the whole of the house, wakes everybody up, and
Hi.
Ow, what the?
Get your pom-poms out, Traeth. It's disco time.
you cannot look in the house at the moment. You cannot even open your eyes. This is a glaring light.
I bask.
Bit of house music. Come on, let's do it.
You
Throw some shapes,
realize,
guys. Throw some shapes.
it's too bright for that. You realize, Emrys, that your problem is you've got enough skill to release it, but you're missing the language you need to control what you've just released.
I can think of a word or two.
And
But you can't see me sitting.
you realize, due to your attunement skill, that there's supposed to be something you should be saying right now.
Oh, stop, for fuck's sake, stop. Oh.
And what language are you saying there in?
Obviously, Anglo-Saxon. Anglo-Saxon.
I'm gonna go for High Norse.
You're saying it in Tungton, human region. What are you saying it's in?
Yeah, in tongues, obviously. No.
Everybody else in the house right now is just woken up. The place is just so light. It's so light, in fact, that outside right now, like, the world thinks it's daytime and things are waking up and sort of like starting to think, oh, it's dawn already. Like,
You know
animals are coming out of hibernation or whatever. I mean,
as it goes off, I will put myself between the source of the light and Lumi.
okay,
Just in case.
just to help protect
I will
Lumi.
slow it down, if not stop it.
If Lumi was a vampire, she would have exploded at this point.
Which is what I was worried about.
That would have been bad. Boom.
I
Keep it out in the daytime. We know this is not.
I get the helmet part of my my arm on my head and just like,
Get the visors to completely come down.
I cover myself with my wings.
move the plates around.
Song comes to mind.
And I'm
Blinded by the
swearing.
light.
You can't even see at this moment, Emrys. You can feel the stuff, but you can't open your eyes. If you open your eyes, it's just going to hurt.
It's just pain and suffering. I will try it. I will try the Alvin Sylvan tone.
I'm
system.
Okay,
Swearing
nothing
material.
happens.
Use that and bend it in to my will, and
Nothing
use the
happens.
wisp as well. Just take it.
You
What am I-
are you going to get the release out, the wisp out as well?
I'm next. No, see if I can contact the wisp. See if I can understand what language I'm missing here, and then
Okay.
gain it that way.
I'll need a
keep
second
my eyes
attunement
shut.
roll. A second attunement roll to contact the wisp.
Jeez.
It needs to be 100
Uh-oh.
plus.
El Studio Asino.
It needs to be 100 plus. I'll tell you now.
What could go wrong?
It's just half the course, really.
no.
Something with magic you don't understand.
Escortum Obscuro Vilius. Yes, that was me swearing.
Nooks.
56.
It certainly wasn't.
Okay. All you get really is a feeling from the wisp, basically saying, "Turn it off." Can't commune with the wisp, but you just feel that the wisp is like, "I'm not coming out. I'm not talking.
coming out there. You must be
Turn it off." Yeah. So at the moment, you have an extremely bright staff, and you have no idea what to do about it. But you've woken up.
Outside.
I have a funny feeling
Please turn it off.
I might be a while. I'm going for a walk.
You're going to go outside. Okay.
I am going to go outside because obviously it's not good to them. So I'm going to take it out. I'll put my hand in front of me, feel my way to the door with my eyes shut, and then go outside.
Don't go to the same side as the windows.
All right, I went out which bloody side's the windows? I can't see, you stupid boy.
Okay, you go outside.
Run away and start going out into the night.
There's a dog barking over the lumberjack's place.
And you can shut up.
And you also hear shouting off in the distance. Oi! Do not go down right off!
Watch it, I'll shove that bloody crossbow up your ass. And I'm in the mood for you this evening,
it's just bright.
silly little man.
It's bright. You can see quite a way out here. This is like seriously bright.
You can see quite a way.
Well, you can't see. You've gone outside the door to actually speak about it.
My eyes bloody shut.
You kind of go like that to go outside. You kind of try to open your eyes. You go, oh no, I can't.
I'm not trying to open my eyes. Only a lunatic would do that.
You're standing outside.
The building.
People are shouting.
Apart from the idiot over there with a crossbow, obviously. He's bloody bonkers.
It's like, oh.
Right, I will put the staff behind my back.
Okay, yeah, that's good.
Okay.
Big long shadow.
Perhaps let the light come between my legs.
Yeah, you've got a nice long shadow on you.
And I will now, using both hands, try and get some semblance of order and composure here before I look any more of a fool.
At the moment, I will not. At the moment, I will not allow you to make another attune roll to control this without some other suggestion from you. Because a 61 is not high enough. If it was 75 or over, then yes, you could have tried again.
I have a suggestion.
Oh, I'm sorry.
You if the light is still outside.
No, I'm sorry.
Get back to bed.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. It's my mistake. I do believe the 61 was the original tune to bring it out. You haven't made an attune to shut it off. You need a command word you don't know, but I will allow you to make an attunement roll.
Emrys?
I'd keep your head down if I was you, Traeth.
Emrys?
This might not go so well.
Draw the power you put into the staff back out.
Open up my visor. Will you stop?
I love those words.
Across the bedroom. Go outside and
All
tell
the
him.
power.
Draw the power.
All the power we have.
I'm not quite sure what Emrys' channeling skill, but I don't know if he has the channeling ability.
I do.
If you do have...
I will try the attunement first.
Okay.
If it all goes wrong, I'll see what I can do about bringing the power out.
Yeah, if you have a rank in channeling, you might be able to draw the power back. Nice one, Traeth.
If you do fluff the channeling roll, you might just be a pair of smoking boots. But don't blame me for that.
Yes. How much power does he draw?
At least then it'll be quiet.
I would come back and bloody haunt you.
134.
I'd be in your bloody head for the rest of your life.
Okay, on 134 attunement, you instantly gain, it's not what you need, but you instantly gain the language of elemental light 1.
Ooh.
Nice.
It's not what you need to come.
But it's the one you deserve.
It's what level 1 means you understand the concept of the language. You can't speak really anything, but you understand the concept. So you gain elemental light 1, and you manage through your ability to reach into the staff on an attunement level to shut it down, but it's gonna absolutely shatter you in doing so because it's not the correct way to do it. You're gonna literally knacker yourself.
At least get the language off that.
It said you understand the language. Level 1, rank 1. It's not
the elemental light is the language.
Yes, that's correct. That's why you've got it. Yeah,
thank you. That's what I wanted. Out of all of it, that's actually what I wanted. However, I think I have light out.
Yeah, your head is screaming at you. You've turned the light off. The citron is gone back into the claw, and the claws close back around the gem, and your head is just hurting.
I'm going to go stagger into the room, but not the bedroom where they are.
Yeah.
And I'm going to sit down, cross-legged, and enter a meditative state and see if I can.
You get one roll on meditation healing to heal the pain in your head. If you succeed, you can then actually meditate properly. If you fail the meditation healing, your head is hurting so much you cannot even get yourself into the beginnings of a meditative state. So give me a meditation healing roll first, please.
Good luck, Emrys. You can do it. Anything higher than 100 is good. Yes.
There we go.
104. Well done. Okay, you manage to blank out or concentrate enough on the pain to use your meditation ability to rechannel the pain to somewhere else. Right, now it's still there, your head is still hurting, it's just you've managed, because of that roll, to basically isolate the pain and park it somewhere. You can now, if you wish, make either another meditation heal roll or a meditation cleanse roll to actually clear the damage that you've just done to yourself away, or sleep, depending on what it is you're trying to do.
Can I just go to sleep then? Would that be better?
Yes, you think you could now successfully go to sleep because you've managed to isolate the pain. The pain's still there in your head. It's just you've kind of like put it in its own little box.
I will do that then, rather than
trying to clear the pain.
Cast the fates anymore.
Okay.
I gained what I wished, which is the knowledge of the language of the staff that I'm interested in. And that's fantastic. So I won't disturb the others. I'll just lay my bedroll here and lie by the fire quietly. Have a little sip of brandy and go to bed.
The others are kind of like, is it gone?
Shut up and go to sleep. What's the matter with you?
Okay, the rest of you...
at the moment... Oh.
The rest of you realise that the bright light is gone. Whatever it was, that hurt. You close your eyes, all you see is a light. You open your eyes, all you see is a light. It's just a light. Burned on your retina.
When all the bad boys come out the coffins to try and get us. All right.
And you can go to sleep, all of you.
Excellent.
It is the morning with some chirping, some birds that wakes you all up.
It's actually daytime this time.
Can I get out really early? Like nothing's happened.
No.
Oh, come on.
If you wish to be on -10 for this day, of course you can go up with lack of sleep. Not a problem. If anybody wishes to not suffer any minuses, they actually get up at dawn, because in this kind of environment, there's going to be, roosters and cockerels and things making noises, and the town's starting up, and you don't have double glazing that, keeps the thing outside quiet. So you kind of wake up irregardless. And
up for dawn and get some breakfast.
You didn't put double glazing in?
And
I'm afraid not. Sorry.
No.
Are you bloody serious?
And,
yes, I am.
And it is dawn.
Well, if
out, gather some bits, put a cold breakfast together for people.
Fantastic. Okay.
Rhiv,
yeah.
Let us go and get the tracker.
Okay.
Let's kick him out of his slumber and bring him back to consciousness.
I'll put something together whilst you go and get him then.
Might I also suggest some willow bark tea or something?
Yes.
Oh, what a good idea. Have you seen any willows around?
It's wet around here, isn't it?
Yeah, but I haven't seen any.
There are actually some willows.
There are they?
I'll make some aspirin tea then.
Yeah. You'd need to give me a herbal.
That is the one thing I can actually do.
And
I love you, Traeth.
Lumi,
in a special way,
will go and collect the tracker.
100 on the nose.
Okay. In that case, you believe you can knock something up. I'm not going to go into details of what you're using, but yes, you believe you can knock something up out of general normal herbs that can help revitalize everybody this morning and get rid of some headaches. Okay.
There you go.
To the pub.
Yes, you think that the state that he was in, he's probably still going to be at the pub.
He is indeed.
So
still be unconscious.
You all head to the pub. The pub itself is not actually opened at this early in the morning. But when you all arrive, they start setting about opening up the tavern area and kicking those that are still asleep on the floor and telling them that it's time to get up and get out. They've basically whatever money they've paid to crash overnight is now being used, and everybody slowly starts to wake up and stagger around, including Blake, that basically just going.
I pay for 5 greasy bacon sandwiches.
Okay, that sounds good to me. Six. I get one too. Fantastic. Thank you. So
Help
yes,
Blake up.
Blake's not really sure of what's going on. He's
On in.
Bacon sandwich. I also love you, Ash.
Time to go home.
You're coming with us, Blake.
Opens his one eye as best he can. Closes it again.
Did anybody see a horse trough on the way here?
They're actually, because there's stables over the way, there is a lot of stuff there. I do believe Traeth bathed in it on his arrival.
He did indeed. Come, let us give him his Morden ablutions.
Yeah, you can carry him. He's not going to resist.
He's not going to resist a pair of you.
Is he going for a swim, Lumi?
Yeah, he is, yeah.
Yeah, okay.
An ice cold swim.
Well, in the swamp, it ain't so much ice cold swim.
Lumi quite easily picks this guy up, throws him over her shoulder, and you all go for a walk over to the stables. And
it has to be said, I'm not used to ladies doing the heavy lifting.
You can offer.
Oh no, that's what I'm saying.
No,
that's what I'm saying to her. Like, she's walking off.
Yeah.
I'm carrying 6 bacon sandwiches, and she's walking off with him.
You're doing an extremely serious job. Not
the bacon sandwiches are
bacon sandwiches.
Way more important.
Bacon delivery system.
Exactly.
Just a shame there's no eggs in there.
You throw him.
As we're heading out of the tavern,
Yes.
these drunken bums that are sort of like stumbling around the place.
Yes. Are you going to help a few up?
You dirty stinking thing.
Can I see if there are any? Oh, I don't know.
Yes.
Coin pouches.
Taking advantage. I'm not looking at you,
them
boy.
up. Is that what is the common term in your gang would have been? Is to help the people up in the morning? Yes. So
That's what you said there, Tone.
yeah. So you help a few of these people up so that they sit up correctly, and you pass them their belongings to make sure that anything they've left on the floor, they've got it back to them. And in doing so, I'm not quite sure exactly what skills you have. Which skill are you wishing to use?
Pickpocket comatose scum. I think it's
pickpocket.
It is pickpocket. You can give me
0-1.
6.
You is red. Oh boy.
Up to you. Between 1 and 6 pickpocket rolls. You can decide to stop whenever you want. So you can start off.
All right. Well, we got to
on the
stop
first
rolling
one.
anyway.
Yeah, and you can stop whenever
This
you
is
want.
the first one.
Okay.
Oh, that's not great.
It's not bad though. The guy's drunk.
Yeah, the guy's drunk.
Well, he's not drunk. He's hungover, and you're helping him, so it's not a problem. Lots
Is
of
that worth a
pluses.
plus 30 bonus?
It's gonna be enough whereby he can have another reroll if he really wishes to.
Oh yeah.
Okay, you can reroll that one.
78's not bad, fella. Seriously.
Oh,
That,
my
on the other
God.
hand.
Hello.
Is that somebody's spleen you have there?
It's why I kicked
I think
this.
he's got everybody's spleen. Isn't
Oh
Bacon.
my God! What did
Oh,
you
the police.
roll?
I can't
106.
see the rolls for some reason. What is going
Yeah,
on?
Hover over them.
yeah, but
Yeah,
even then,
Yeah, it's not working for some
I know
reason.
it tells you the sum.
Tom?
Holy. I can see his skill, and I can see what he's rolled from the open-ended part. So he rolled 161 as the
Yes, I can see
open-ended
it
part, and then his skill on top. That's ridiculous. Okay, I need to do something. Right, you don't have to make any more rolls. On a 205,
You picked one person's pocket that happened to have an interdimensional pocket that steal from everybody else's pocket as well.
Managed to get a kidney,
on
I
a
think.
205. I need to think about this. I'm
He's got both kidneys.
I need.
The guy won't even know about it. He
Love
goes
it
to have a
when the
pee
team
later.
goes,
I need to think
gotta think
about
about
this. While I'm thinking about this, we will just quickly move on to the whole Blake in the wake up trough. And while I think about what I'm doing with a 205.
And don't forget, Traeth, keep some of that aspirin for me, okay?
Okay.
I
It's got
think
your
he-
name on it, Emrys.
Did you find his prison pocket? Moving on.
Oh, poor Dan wouldn't even know what that is.
Please, no portioning of the brown spider. We don't want any of that going on.
Moving swiftly on.
That's what he said.
Carry on, guys.
Right,
I am here.
We go to the stables.
Is
Yep.
he heavy?
Yeah.
Actually, Lumi, is he heavy? I mean, I don't really know what your capabilities are.
He's not heavy.
Oh,
He's his brother.
Don't, oh, no.
Sod you.
I tried so hard.
No, I saw you trying, but it didn't really work because you didn't stop trying. It
Can
just...
we edit that joke out?
whatever.
Please, producers, can we edit that joke out? Can we kill it?
Yeah,
No.
It's too late. It's too late.
And I've decided what I'm doing on the 205 as well, so carry on.
I don't know your capabilities. I mean, you're obviously much stronger than a normal run-of-the-mill young woman. I mean, there are ladies there are women in my tribe who are easily as strong as you, but they don't look as willowy as you.
Smooth
Willowy?
talking, Ash.
Are you? If I remember correctly, you're not exactly your
Yeah.
description. You're not exactly sort of like hench, are you?
Oh.
You're slimmer. You don't look like you could carry the amount you can carry. Is that right?
No. But I have trained.
I know.
Yes.
You're wiry. That's what I'm saying. You're not willowy. Yeah, sorry, you're not like, as I say, bodybuilder.
No.
Scale. That's what I'm talking here.
Sometimes strength doesn't come from the outside, Ash.
Try telling that to my tribe. And I flex. Necessary to survive. Here, allow me.
Take this guy up.
Yeah, I actually take him off you.
No.
No. Hands and feet. Don't just one person dumping him in is not much control.
Oh,
Hands
right.
and feet. You just dump him
I'm
in, he's
gonna-
likely to shock and drown or smash his head in. Come on,
That's right.
carefully now. And we will lower him hands and feet into trough.
Aren't Bubs Daisy?
Sploosh.
Right.
I am all for waking somebody up.
I'm now going to go back and deal with Rhiv while you're waking Blake up.
Okay.
So first of all, Rhiv,
Come on. Lay it on.
this is how many copper you get from the general riffraff. 11 copper. However, one gentleman, he is unlike all the rest. He is...
Tell me it's Elton Jack.
No, he is well dressed. He's actually just come down from the room that he's hired. And he was helping you get some of these other people up and being kindly in doing so. And when he bent over to help get somebody up, you kind of went, I'll just reach in and take something out of that pouch that he's not obviously watching right now because he's helping somebody up. And you have come away with a small little, what you thought was a money pouch that he had inside some kind of bag. And you waited until you got outside to open this little money pouch. Now, inside this money pouch are a pile of gems and a key that has various runic symbols on it that glow in a very strange, almost like electric blue light.
Ooh.
Funnily enough, you've seen something like these runes before, Dan, at Rhiv. There's a certain building that you visited once upon a time, which we're not going to go into, that had very similar runes on it.
What have you done, you dirty, stinking thief?
Nothing that we know of.
So, that's what's happening with Rhiv. Now, with the rest of you...
Well done.
With the rest of you, Blake is like, "Oh God, what the hell? Why did you lot throw me in there?
I'll place you carefully.
You need to wake up now.
Indeed.
Why do I need to wake up?
You need to help us with something.
Oh, go find somebody else. No move.
No, it's to do with you.
Oh, help me,
Have to get up.
help me get more drink. I don't know.
We need you to help you find the person that may have caused your brother's death.
With that, he kind of like shakes himself slightly and just looks at you twice.
Yeah, so we need your help.
So
Ow.
whoa, back up. I thought you said some giant snake killed my brother.
Yes, but it was angered.
You now trying to tell me that somebody was behind my brother's death?
Yes.
Yes.
Right, he sticks his head back in the water trough, shakes it round some more, gets back up. Better? Punch
Bacon
me.
sandwich.
Punch me.
Oh, after you.
Okay. I won't punch him. I will slap him.
Yeah, he kind of.
God damn it! I was hoping for an E crit. You know, your blow strikes opponent's spleen. He dies in 3 rounds.
Right.
The only one that hits this season.
Right, who is he and where is he?
He is the son of the giant snake killer.
You mean as the GM has to go and quickly check it again? You mean Taglan Ruffin? That
Yes. And we need your help to track him.
How the hell? How is he responsible for my brother's death?
Long story.
Come with us. Indeed, come with us.
Okay, right. Where are we going?
Our place. Get kitted up into the swamp.
Into the swamp. Right. Let me go get my kit too. Let me get back to my house. Let me get some kit. If we're going into the swamp, let me get some kit. With that, he heads towards his house.
I turn to Lumi and say, "See, sometimes being blunt is needed."
Okay.
Yes, it is.
You all traipse to Blake's house, except for Rhiv, that is doing what exactly? Sat outside, going, "My precious."
Well, actually, no. With the firstly, was it a single key or was it a?
It's a single runed key, and there's multiple gems in there.
Okay, so now that's sorted. I presume I can remember the person who I stole this off, yes?
Yes, a well-dressed man in there. Clearly not of this town.
Mm-hmm. And where does he go after he helps everybody out?
You're going to have to go back in there to find out that, or you're going to wait outside and surveil the place?
I can lurk outside.
Okay, we'll come back to you for a surveillance roll a little later. The rest of you go down to Blake's place. He picks up a bow, some weapons, puts on some armor, gets himself some provisions, gets himself a few odds and ends. You're not really sure what the hell they are, but clearly it's something to do with rangers and tracking in swamps. And you all then want to go to your place next? Okay.
I think it's going to be the way it's going to go.
Okay, he heads over to your pad. He takes one look at your building and it's like, wow, you've been busy here. It's looking good. You get some bits and pieces together. I will allow Rhiv now to make a surveillance roll.
Surveillance.
Guys.
Is that not like a general perception or something?
Ash, Lumi.
Mm-hmm.
3 of you went to the bar.
Mm-hmm.
3 of you came back from the bar.
Yes.
And 1 of you isn't the same person that went.
That's correct. I'm pretty sure Rhiv can act on his own recognizance.
But we need him with us if we're going back out into the swamp.
I'm sure he'll come back in
He's
time.
an expert marksman when his life is on the line.
Ash,
This is true.
Are you in the room when you say that?
Yes.
You can act with his own. I will actually glance over at you and look and give you a nod.
Have I given Rhiv surveillance as a skill? I don't believe I have. It is a skill in Rolemaster.
Yeah, I'm not refuting that point. I'm just saying it's not on my list of things.
No, that's fine, absolutely fine. So what I will ask you to roll instead, I'm just looking at what options you have here, is, can you then please... We'll go for a streetwise. It's fine. I will give you a surveillance free box as a similar skill later, but let's have a streetwise, please. Okay, good. After some time, he heads out in the direction of the brewery.
I'm going to follow him.
Okay. He goes to the brewery. He's gone in. You going in?
No, I'm not going in.
You're going to wait for him to come out?
I'll lurk
obviously.
Outside across the street or something.
Okay.
Loitering.
The rest of the party, by this time, are wondering where you are.
Stay on target, Rhiv. Stay on target.
Everybody else is thinking, where's he gone?
I'm worried for him. Yeah. He hasn't come back.
Well, we'll eat breakfast and we'll explain things to...
I'd hand out bacon rolls.
Let's do a plot delivery to the NPC.
Okay, no problem. You can all talk to Blake for a while and just... Are you going to omit anything, or are you going to just tell it as it is so he knows what's going on? Okay.
As it is.
You're talking to somebody here who unfortunately speaks the truth.
That's fine. In that case, then I will give Rhiv
as he sees it.
Yes.
Another streetwise roll. Right, you realise, understanding what's going on here, because this is not just a tailing thing or a tracking thing. You realise putting two and two together and where he starts going and asking questions, and you can kind of get the gist. He's finding the merchants that were here the other day that were in the brewery that Lumi overheard. He's now heading back to the inn to basically see if these merchants are still here. So that's what all your streetwise got you. To make any more rolls, you're going to probably have to spend the rest of the day with various perceptions and surveillance checks. I am actually making you, even though you make a streetwise rolls, you've actually got 2 boxes in surveillance because you've got 4 in streetwise. So it is actually coming off as 10 less. So you've done 109 and 101 surveillance checks so far, which is good. But you would actually have to spend the rest of the day tailing this and finding out exactly what he's asking about, if that's what you wish to do.
No, I won't do that. But I will take a very detailed, mental note of what he looks like, how he sounds like any small detail I can take from his person at a glance.
Yep.
And then I'll go and try and find the others.
He is elven. He is not from here. He is well dressed. He is clearly somebody of some status by the way he holds himself, and he has been tracking down the merchants that were here the other day. He is definitely not from this area. He's too clean. And you go and meet back up with the rest.
And when he arrives, we head straight back out to the swamp.
Yep, okay. Ash just wants to do something else.
No, just saying. One of the things was we think he's gone into the swamp because we think he's gone back to where he'd created this little ritual. We just need you to track him for us because we're not really good in swamp.
That's fine. Because you are so close to the end of this current milestone, I'm going to, and the episode is running on a little bit, I'm going to now move you up to that point so that you can get a nice clear cut. So excellent. I'll move ahead slightly here. So with Blake as your guide, you move out into the swamp. He quickly tracks the way that Blake, I wish I made him an easy name. Taglan has been moving back and forth, and he finds, or you all find, Taglan sat on the floor next to the corpse of the snake that you all killed. He just seems distraught. Immediately, Blake runs up and grabs hold of Taglan before you get a chance to ask any questions whatsoever. And Blake just starts shaking him, saying, "What the hell have you done? What the hell have you done?" And Taglan is just limply hanging there, almost not so much crying, but just in a state of despair, and he doesn't really care the fact that Blake is just shaking him back and forth. You guys can carry on now if you wish. You got time.
Can I separate them? Take him away, Blake?
Yeah, you can convince Blake. It's not too difficult to convince Blake that this guy's not going anywhere at the moment, and Blake can easily track him down. So Blake is at the moment just pacing around, fuming, trying to decide whether or not just to turn and shoot him through the head, or give you guys your chance to ask him some questions before he then turns around and shoots him through the head. So that's what Blake's doing. He's just pacing around.
I'll turn my attention to Taglan.
What do you want?
Why are you so sad?
It all went wrong. This is not what I wanted.
What did you want?
For so many years, my dad, he's just all he's wanted is just to fight some snake, and I seen this one ages ago when I was out there collecting herbs, and I hoped one day it would come into town and my dad could kill it and he could finally stop going on about all of his life he's been trying to wait for this snake. And I found this ruin. It's not I haven't found the ruin. The ruin's always been there. I mean, we play in the ruin. There's a ruin in the swamp that we played in as kids, but I found there was like I pressed something and a door opened, and in there was like this really strange place, and with bottles and books, and I went in there and the whole place started making a very strange throbbing weird noise. So I grabbed this book and I fled, and I read this book, and eventually I sussed out there was this thing in it whereby I could make things angry and make them like attack things they didn't like. So I was hoping I could get this snake to come and attack the town so my dad could kill it. And now somebody's killed the snake, and the snake had killed his brother, and my dad still hasn't killed the snake, and the frog folk have been attacking. It's all just gone wrong.
The snake would have killed your father.
Yeah.
Yeah, but maybe he could have gone out. He could have gone out in a way that he wanted. Maybe.
Indeed.
As he's saying this, and he mentions about pressing something and opening some door somewhere.
Yep.
I'm going to start looking around and try and find what it is he's on about.
He clearly doesn't mean the ruin that you're in.
Okay, never mind.
Remember the other one we saw?
He was talking about when he gestured. But the ruins they play in as kids, he gestured in a completely different direction, into the swamp somewhere else. But he pointed somewhere else to basically say, there's some place that we play in as kids. But he doesn't mean where you are right now.
Okay, never mind then. I'll just stand there.
The consequences of what you've done are here before you. This is the brother of the man who the snake slew.
Taglan couldn't really get any more disheartened and fed up with what he's done than he is. You can see that he's just realised that he's just completely screwed up.
We don't think you're an evil person, but you have
just
erred
an idiot.
greatly. Thank you, Ash.
Sorry.
However, you will have to answer for your actions.
At which point Blake basically shouts before you get a chance to say anything else. Right. Blake turns around and says, "Can I fucking kill him yet?" He's got his bow drawn.
I will stand in the way. No.
He paces around a bit more, letting you talk a bit longer.
I will make sure that he doesn't kill
the... You need to take us to where you retrieved this book from. This sounds a dangerous place that we need to investigate.
Is he still on the floor?
He is still on the floor. You don't think Taglan really is in any state to move much?
I'll pick him up.
Okay.
I mean, it's like the scruff of his neck Just pick him up.
Okay.
Show us where.
He's pretty limp. He doesn't really want to walk. He does say that, why don't you get him to show you? He nods in the area of Blake. And just leave me here.
No, you
Nope.
will not be left here. You need to answer for your crimes.
Okay.
Unfortunately.
At which point then we'll...
Show us
Because
where
we are
you
trying to, get to the end of this little point. He clearly will take you through the swamp to where basically not just him but other people as kids have played. But Blake is quite distraught at the moment as to why he can't be shot. So what are you telling Blake as to why at the moment he can't take revenge for what this guy's done?
Would you like to elaborate on the way justice is done here, Tony, in this particular town,
there's no...
so that everybody can understand
that's fine.
how
So
we are in society here.
yes, so in the lawless lands, which is where you are, there is, as it states, no law.
Clear the name.
Yeah, each town as such, or each village, does kind of have somebody that through force or through general will of the population or whatever has been put in some kind of place of authority. In here, this is Felden, as you know, Felden Jack. Basically through his purse and his running of the brewery has he claimed authority of this village town. So as far as law is concerned, it's really going to be what he says goes. But everybody in this part of the world basically tries to just get through life without worrying too much about moral dilemmas. Now, that's not to say that they don't understand what's not good and what is not the right thing to do. Of course, people know that. It's a luxury that usually people cannot afford. And because there's no structural society that reinforces that, things like, well, he killed my brother, I'm killing him, people wouldn't take that as murder or anything. Yeah, they would just go, oh, that's fine. Yeah, if that's what you want to do, if that's what he did, that's what he did. People might not have wanted you to do it. People might have said, oh, well, maybe, we could have done something else with him. But they're not going to have a go at Blake for taking his revenge.
Yeah.
But that's not to say that you couldn't convince Blake that there are better things to be done.
Blake.
Dave. Ash, I do apologize.
You will not be killing this man. You will also be condemning the father, the senile and infirm man. Killing this worthless piece of human will unfortunately kill two people. That is not justice.
Well, I think the old man can look after himself. And if he's got a problem, he can come and take it up with me.
Traeth, your mic's not working, Dom.
You're on mute, Mike.
They look good, though.
Yeah, I did.
Does the killing of this man replace your brother in any way?
Can you replace my brother?
No, but this man can certainly serve you as punishment for the crime he committed. Just as unintentionally he caused your brother to die, so he can serve you and repay by doing some of what your brother would have done.
Hey, Taglin! Do you want to be my slave? The start of my slave empire? I'll work you like a bitch. Ha ha ha!
But you'll live.
Oh, good thing.
So, okay. Give me a reasoning roll.
Who?
Traeth. I just want to see the strength of his argument.
What the hell's my reason's not bad.
No, you yourself, Dominic, gave a good argument, so you get lots of pluses on your roll. I just want to see whether or not your character's got the reasoning, first of all, to deliver it well, and then secondly, it's not bad, Okay, so at the moment I'm giving that about a plus 20, so I'm giving you about a 90. I will allow you to give me a presence roll, which is whether your character's got, or you can have empathy, your choice, presence or empathy, to deliver it in such a way that actually reaches through. You can try them in Emrys, but Traeth is doing the talking. So
I wasn't doing that. I was going to just stand right on Traeth's shoulders and just glare into his eyes.
Okay. As soon as he mentions slaves, I kind of just fumble out.
Yeah, you think you've got a good argument. You think you can probably convince him of something, but at the moment you're finding you're just unable to reach past his anger. He's clearly just not yet in a mood to listen to you.
I'll whisper into Traeth's ear, remember the spell, Traeth.
I think that might be the next step, Emrys. And then I hit him with calm.
Okay. We can do resistance rolls in two ways. I'd rather
I'll just keep hitting him with the spell until he fails.
I would, people know they're being affected by spells. I would allow. I think it's more fun if the players make the assault version of a resistance check rather than. So you can make the resistance versus spells, and then you can make the assault half of it because it's the same thing. If it was a 50-50, if you get what I mean, you either roll in the 50 if you resist or your 50 if you attack. So you want to roll high as possible. You're rolling the attacking half of basically what would be his resistance. So roll as high as you can. It's a straight roll, isn't it? It's not open-ended.
Not open-ended.
No, it's just a straight roll. It's level versus level, it is.
Is he a lower level than me? No. Is he a higher level than me?
He's actually the same level as you. 79.
79.
Okay.
Has an effect.
It certainly does have an effect. He realizes, obviously, that you're doing something. He doesn't understand magic. He realizes you're doing something.
Do I?
But wherever it is that you're doing, it is calming him down. And because you're calming him down, it allows him to see reason better, yeah? So it's not as though you're doing something that's convinced him to do something he wouldn't do normally. It's not like you're charming somebody.
Nope.
You're just getting him to try and like calm down and think things out. And he agrees for the moment that, okay, there's clearly something else happening here. He knows... Go on, Emrys, yeah.
Perhaps your grief is darkening your judgment. Perhaps in the light of another day, you may think differently upon.
Blake says he doesn't know why at the moment that he is as calm as he is. He says, your friend Traeth here has managed to calm him down. He says, to be honest, he doesn't know how long he's going to be in this state for, and he expects pretty soon probably to realize the magnitude of what's happened to his brother, and he doesn't think that Taglan is going to live very long after that. But for now, while he's in a calm mood, he says that he is intrigued as to the ruins that they play in, because he knows the ones that you're talking about. There's never been any noise in there. There's no weird throbbing noises or anything weird that this guy has said about. There's no secret rooms. He's been in there plenty of times and played. So let's go over there.
Let us indeed. I think
check it out.
Great idea. What a wise decision, sir.
And then we can talk about what's going to happen to Taglan afterwards.
Lumi, would you like to bring Taglan with us, just so he doesn't try and run away?
Got him by the clothes, just pushing him along.
You head through the jungle, the swamp. Suddenly turned into a jungle. You head through the swamps.
Even better herbs.
And you see before you a huge stone structure tangled away in all of the swamp matter that's been here for a long time. You think it's more to do with the stone aging of the other ruins that are in this area. And you can see a dark opening heading into this large ruin. I was just about to put it on the map, but I'm stopping myself because we can end it there. You have now passed the end of this chapter and the milestone. All your characters will go up a level for reaching this milestone.
First level spells are now combat castable. Woo!
Yay! The next No, they're not.
Spells.
they become class 2, not class 1. But,
Spells? One of these things
but never mind. They're all combat castable, but it's just how many rounds. Well, we'll go to it next time. But well done. You've reached the end of this milestone. Congratulations. Next episode, you will begin the next chapter. And the next chapter, for all those who wish to know, and it doesn't have any bearing on what the players get to find out, is called The Dead Cult. And that is the title of the next chapter.
The important thing is, Ding Dong, level 3.
Ding Dong, level 3.
Ding
Thank you very much to all of our viewers. And thank you very much to all of our Patreons.
You know who you are.
You are stars. You'll all be listed yet again in our
Level 3.
in our credits.
All the effects.
I will discuss with the team off air now what challenges and quests they're going to send your NPCs off to do.
Hallelujah.
Thank you very much, folks. Press subscribe. Give us some likes. Press the bell. And see you all for the next episode. Bye. Hello, everybody, and welcome to the NPC update for episode 11. Now, it wasn't very difficult to decide what to do next for the NPCs, although we have warriors and diplomats, and well, in fact, we've got the whole lot of different roles. It's getting closer to the end of autumn. Winter's fast approaching, and there are no resources whatsoever now. They've all been used. So it's a case of we need the warrior to go out and hunt, bring in some game. Everybody else do their best to try and put some kind of makeshift storage area together so that the skins they have from the previous episodes from the snake and any resources gathered now can be put somewhere where they won't spoil. And the other good news, though, is because it's the end of the chapter and the main heroes have all leveled up, so have all of the NPCs that have been active during the current chapter. And although, yes, they would gain some experience themselves if they were sent on missions that would give an individual NPC experience, they have all actually leveled up. And what that means for the main party is the return these particular 4 NPCs are now going to be able to do in any given time is going to be better than a level 1 version. So should any of you wonderful people also join the Patreon team and ask for an NPC, then they would start at level 1, and these would kind of be the 4 foremen, should we call, the bosses currently of the NPC team. They're all alive, they're all well. They currently all have their own lives. They are not actually part yet of an organization or a society created by the players whereby they're staying at the player's base of operations because it's a shack. But maybe in time. And when the winter hits, there will be a period of time where the party will probably end up having to hold up in their shack through at least the worst part of winter. So the more resources the NPCs can bring in now that could be put in storage, the better. So that's what they're going to be tasked to do. And that task will probably go through episode 12 as well. And should the party return back at the episode 12, I will give an update of exactly how well this has gone then. However, should the party still be stuck in some rather deep, dangerous, dark place, I might actually keep this bit secret until episode 13. We will see. So if at the end of the next episode there isn't a great NPC update, it's only because I'm actually keeping it secret from the party. I might actually end up just posting it in an area just for the Patreons to have access to. So we will see. But for now, they have their quests. They have all done very well. And as always, the team thanks those in the Patreon group an awful lot for your support and sponsorship of the channel. It does mean an awful lot to us, especially on those days recently where I was laid up pretty bad with the T virus or whatever it was that was going around. It's the thought that you guys are there encouraging us to get up even if you feel really poorly and get another episode done that really helps. So thank you very much. It is very much appreciated. And chapter 2, folks, this is where things stop being introductory and start being, oh no, there's a big bad plot going on. So I hope you enjoy what's to come in chapter 2, The Dead Cult.